It was a little bit. I don't even think it, I think it went well. Obviously, there's things that you can work on, and every event you learn something. But I would say
Yeah.
probably an 85-90% success score. Um,
Nice.
yeah, I mean, we got a lot of good feedback even before we posted kind of the recaps and stuff. People were already as the event ended, they're talking in the chat like, "Thank you so much." They're asking in the DMs like, "Hey, when's the next one?" So Kevin, he got a lot of good feedback as well from his guys. He had a bunch of his supercar buddies, so they all put the cars at the front. I mean, there was
Nice.
like a $700,000 McLaren. There's like Lambo, Porsche, Ashton. They were like really nice. So I was out in the front. Our team that we hired for photographer, step and repeat, and DJ, they were super professional. Honestly, couldn't have asked for anything more from them. And then the rates that they offered were pretty good for the market. Like that was one of our bottlenecks was just finding a good photographer. We tried the free method. We posted in our group. We hit people on the DMs. We posted in Facebook groups. So we didn't even get anybody for free. And some of the people that we wanted, I mean, they were charging like 200 an hour plus like, 200, 300 for faster turnaround times. So we just kind of skipped that. We went with someone. We went with the girl who did Ryan's event.
Nice. And so this is the official recap reel here. Or is
Yeah,
this is
and
something that you put together real quick, right?
yeah, I just brought my camera because I used to do videography, so it's a good camera. And then some of those are iPhone clips. So that first clip with the girls, that was actually
Yeah.
one of the guys. He does like events too as well. So he just brings a bunch of girls. I think he kind of is like a promoter. But he does the events. So he just brought some girls and then made that video. And then we did the interviews. Those were quick.
Yeah.
Only thing I would change is like we keep the step and repeat photographer for the whole time because
Yeah.
we didn't factor in that people would get there at 9. We thought they were gonna get there at like 8, but we got a factor they come in at 9.
Exactly. Yeah, they'll always show up an hour after you tell them that it starts.
Yeah, we started at 7.
And then they started rolling in around like 8 to 8:30, right?
More like 9.
Mm.
Yeah, that was like our peak was 9. I mean, it was kind of like it's kind of like half baked all the way till like 8:30, and then we just got a wave of like it was probably like the most attractive people that came at 9.
Yeah. Fashionably late.
Exactly. And they liked it because of the crowd. That was a huge selling point. Everyone there was just doing something, and
Yeah.
they were just. One of the girls was telling me, she's like, "Oh yeah, I made some really cool like friends because she's a closer. So like, how many girls are doing high ticket sales? It's not that many. Yeah." And so she was like, "I got to connect with this girl." I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the point." There's two of them actually. There's two closers.
Nice.
You
We do
probably
want to improve the ratio. We thought it was going to be way more girls than guys. We were kind of struggling to find guys who were, you know, just had like a decent like it's. I guess the Instagram is kind of hard to go off of because some guys like they would look like they'll be like successful or something like or like have something going, but you look at their Instagram, it's just like it's just terrible. Or we've seen the guys who like look good online. It's like they usually look better in person. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, we had some guys that were like tall, conventionally good looking. Like a lot of the girls, like they were eating that up. One of the girls,
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh yeah," she was like, "I went to talk to him, and he asked me for my IG like right away." And I was like, "Oh," and she was like, "Oh, don't we like already follow each other?" She's like, "Because I saw him in the group, and I was like looking at his page, and he's like, 'No, we don't,' and I was so embarrassed because he knew I was stalking his page."
Oh,
But
damn.
yeah,
Nice.
and
I sent
then
a friend randomly to your party. I don't know if you met her, Ariel. She's kind of this like hippie blonde chick, but she said she had a great time.
dude, she was having a good time. She was dancing. She was like
Yeah, she
shuffling.
fucking loves dancing.
Yeah. Yeah, she was cool. We got to meet because I wondered. I was like, She said, "Oh, like I'm Ariel." We like talked in the message. I was like, "Oh, and she's like, I'm from Florida." I was like, "How'd you get here?" She's like, "Oh, I told you I'd be in Vegas." I was like, "Oh, okay, I remember."
So how was like speaking of ratio and all that stuff, what was the show rate looking like just roughly?
Yeah, show rate was 60%, so 40% no show. Ratio was basically like probably 1 to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, probably about pretty even. And not overwhelming sausage party, but like not just not an abundance of girls. Like we could have filled up the venue more. So we had, I would say, about 100 people. Venue could do 200, and it would be pretty packed. We were trying to get 150, and we had 170 RSVPs.
Yeah. Well, that would have been tough to squeeze out of that. 60% is pretty good though. That's pretty high.
So another thing that I didn't
It's on
factor
par.
in for our next one, because we didn't do the thing that you usually do, which is put the second group chat in the chat.
Yeah.
That's where we got roasted because I didn't do it for the last one because they were smaller. It was just like a dinner and then like a little meetup at the Sky Club. And so it was way smaller. So I was like, probably not really have to be selective or whatever. But I see when you talked about it on the last call, I was like, oh, dang, we got to do that because then you get to pick and choose who's coming. So like the people who no showed, they're not really going to get priority or like, um, certain people you want to have like on your guest list. Like you kind of get to, they're more bought in because they got chosen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the whole premise of the second chat is to make the guest list capacity about half of what's in that initial group. So there's that initial scarcity and urgency, and then it's framed as application only. The second chat is admin approval. And so when they get in there, the first thing they see is you've been selected.
Mm.
So that way it feels there's more of a process. They get processed a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm excited to run that. I think that will cut down on our no-show rate.
And so since you got 60%, what do you think attributed to your show rate? Because there's a lot of guys that struggle with show rates. We usually aim for between 50 to 75%, like 50 on the low end, 75 on the high. So you're kind of like right there in the middle, which is good. What do you think was the biggest mover for making that happen there?
I mean, I would say we did have a lot of outbound going that final week because we were at like 60 RSVPs like a week out, and then I just started hitting every girl with like a decent profile picture. And then I stopped because some of them were private, and then I would go and then follow them and see, and it was like, sorry, that was the wrong candidate.
Yeah.
But I was hitting everybody. And that some of them just came. Like so a few of so actually the co-hosts that we got now. So we got a girl to run ads, possibly two. She's in sales, so she's like pretty smart. She's down for it. And she's doing it for the love of the game. But I
Yeah.
got her from just outreach. Just hey, you come to the party.
Perfect. Yeah. So direct invitations.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Which
Was
I'm
that,
gonna get back on as well.
yeah, would you say that that process was tedious? Would you say it was easy? Did you find like a system for it? Did you think it was time consuming? Is it?
It's easy. The hardest part is the shadow ban. So if you just do too much, then Instagram will be like, all right, you can only do 8 messages an hour, then 5, and then 3.
Yeah.
That was the only thing. But finding the prospects is so easy. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just look at like esthetician, Pilates page. Um, they work at like the freaking day club. Like that's so easy. So many
And a,
hot girls.
and a lot of them should be in that chat already, right? So your lead list is kind of right in front of you for the most part.
Yeah, or I just go on their page and yeah, just do that little suggested and then just hit up all their friends.
Yeah, you can do that as well. Oh, so you were doing just like straight up cold DM, cold invite.
Yeah. And then
Nice.
because we just did tweak the message a little bit. At one point we were just sending group chat link and then people were joining from that. And then we sent invite link and then we're like, okay, just send you coming to the party on Saturday.
Yeah.
And that one hit.
Yeah, that's my suggestion, man. It's just to like, no matter where you're at in the conversation, you could use that as a cold opener. Yeah, you definitely could. Just to a random account, hey, you come into the party at XYZ on Saturday, because it's just too much curiosity. It's too loaded not to respond. And that's the biggest mistake that I see when it comes to low show up rates, is that people either dropped links like polls into their group chat for the event saying, can you make it 100%, yes or no? Another technique is to put something in the chat that says, to confirm your spot, drop I'm in, and then you have a bunch of people saying I'm in. Even those people will end up flaking. What works the best is, invite them, kind of hook them with that, hey, are you coming to the party Saturday? Get them to agree or want to go, say yes, get them to click the link to join the party chat, make them jump through the hoop that's required inside the party chat. For example, say I'm in, or vote on a poll. And then even further beyond that, confirm them again with another message that says, will you be at the, hey, will you be there Saturday? 100%, question mark. And it's like that process. I mean, that's the difference between a 30% show rate and then 75. And you might as well go through that process, because, you could put together all the step and repeat banners. You could put together the logistics with the venue and stuff. But that's the main thing. That's probably the biggest concern everybody's up against, is going to be show rate.
Yeah. I think we definitely get that. I don't see, because our first two, I think we got 75%. We had like 23 RSVP, and then like 20, only like 2 people missed. And then we had like probably 75% for the second one. So I'm like, okay, I just got to follow the process, be more tedious if it's going to be bigger scale. So I don't see why and I was telling Kevin that, I'm like, yeah, we shouldn't, that probably says something about our events too. Like, if 40% of people are not going to come, like, we just didn't make it enticing enough. And so we kind of started looking at other forms of entertainment. Like, what do we do to really amp things up? We kind of got fashion show on our mind next. Now, I got to talk to Javon about that, because he did one, right?
Oh yeah.
Javon, yeah, he did a fashion show.
Yeah, because we kind of want to do it, not like full scale swim week, but probably just something big enough, but not where we're just going to be spending like 10K. We got a guy he was at the event, he liked it, and he's willing to throw us like 5 to 10K, but he wants like cream of the crop, some of the hottest girls. Our hottest girls are probably like an 8.
Nice. That's solid.
So the way I kind of see it is like, okay, we're going to do the fashion show, and then it's not going to be a full scale production, but it's going to be cool. It's going to be unique. A lot of these girls have never done one. We're going to have like 20 models, which would be pretty dope. And then we're going to bring, the main focus will be the after party, because fashion show is only like 45 minutes. That'll be all the way up to like 9 o'clock. And then 9 o'clock, we do the little party, and like basically all these, I'll call it like creators will come. We'll all just hang out, have a good time. I don't know, maybe we'll have some entertainment or something, like, I don't know, magician or whatever. And then we'll go do some after party. And then we're going to use that, because there's a super dope venue. It's a clubhouse in one of the nicer parts of Vegas. So they have this private mansion residence, like the $30 million houses. And we're going to do we're really trying to get the Halloween party to be at that place. It's just a super dope venue. So we're going to funnel all the models that we're just using the fashion show as lead generation, so we can go all out on the Halloween party. And that one's just going to be pure entertainment. Like, we're going to have snakes, all the fun stuff. Michael Jackson, magician, tarot card reader, photo booth, stuff like that. And it's going to be sexy too. It's going to be like a bunch of hot girls, like, dressed like super slutty.
You should get a party bus and do like a pickup point or two, and maybe like a photo stop before the event. Like, if that guy's throwing 5 to 10K, like, content on a party bus, vibes on a party bus, like 3-stop place. I mean, it probably doesn't fit something like with your Halloween idea, but you would crush it and get really high quality and not have to pack a room of 70 people, but like a party bus of like 20, 25, super high quality.
That would be sweet. And we could do that for the fashion show too, right?
I mean, yeah, you can always do it. I mean, if you're picking people up, you'd think RSVP rate would be higher, and that there's just so much value there. I don't think they're crazy expensive either.
They're just unreliable. At least they are in Charlotte. You can book.
They don't show your story.
Yeah, you can fucking book it and deposit. No, I'm not trying to scare anybody off, but like, I've gotten fucked.
Yeah, would you book off Craigslist or something?
I don't know, dude. Google.
Yeah.
So how did you get the venue for this event?
I know this dude who's a realtor. Well, he got us the Legacy Club as well. And then he put us in contact with them. And they were just, I mean, they're super cheap. They probably undercharged a little bit. But it was it was $1,500 food and beverage. And they just said, hey, you can have the whole lobby.
Why were they interested in doing that? It's because they're newer, or what was the story?
Yeah, they're about a year old. They're just, nobody knows them. Like nobody at this place has ever been here. Even me.
Like a hidden gem.
Exactly.
Okay. That's easy. How'd you get the cars?
That was from Kevin's network. So he's got his car, and then that was that orange one in the video in the front. And then he just brought his buddies. They just go on drives.
What did they want in return? Nothing?
I mean, they just took some videos, I guess. Just, people will come up and be like, oh, is this your car? And I think they just wanted like that status, I guess.
Easy. They just, for no reason, just pull it up just to do it.
Yep.
How'd you guys get a robot?
Oh, the robot came at the venue. So this is an AI hotel.
Okay.
Everything is like on your phone. Everything is like touchscreen.
Wow.
I never stayed there, but I might.
Nice.
Yeah, that
Like
robot.
that guy, that's the dude that'll take your luggage?
No, it won't move. But if you ask him, like, hey, who is Brian Marcasano or New City Mastery, he'll be able to like tell you.
Wow.
It's kind of like a ChatGPT.
Okay. Badass. Do you think you're going to keep partnering up with this venue in the future, or does that, like, how is the relationship with the venue stand as of today?
I would say it's pretty good. They know like we're kind of like needy. Like we made a lot of demands, but is what it is. But I think honestly, I don't think we did anything wrong. I think it was a pretty smooth process, and we're just gonna bring more entertainment next time. That's the only difference.
So you do plan on running it back with this venue?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Just got to make it put a little spin on it, and I think it'll be good.
I'd be curious if let me see it again. Is there a way for them to? The only question I would have is, can they make the lighting moodier? How was the lighting? Was it pretty like bright the entire time?
Yeah, that was another thing we forgot to tell them. We thought it was going to be dimmed down a little bit, but they can do that.
For sure.
I think there was candles set up. We just didn't ask them.
Yeah, that's an element that kind of almost like you don't realize it till it's like you realize it. You don't see it till you see it. But sometimes you can be like, damn, it's bright as fuck in here. Like, we need to turn these lights down.
Yeah,
it can definitely make a small difference.
I think another thing. So, I ended up ordering this mic from Amazon, and it wasn't going to arrive to my house sometimes. So I ordered it to the hotel. The only thing I forgot to put that on for the interviews. Doesn't really matter. It didn't really change anything. Thought it'd be a nice little touch. The step and repeats though. So actually, we didn't have a lot of people on there, and that was on me and Kevin because we didn't guide them. We didn't say like, hey, go get your picture taken first. And we kind of thought too that our initial arrivals, they were going to get a welcome drink. So like everyone would just be like, the welcome drink would come from the bar. Like someone would be having all these drinks in their hand, like a cocktail waitress. and giving it to them at the front. But they had to go to the bar. So it kind of messed up the flow. But we also have to do a better job of like kind of training our step and repeat to be like proactive and going out and recruiting people to get their picture taken.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it can be tough to get people to use it. They won't do more than one typically. You might be able to get them back in there. In my experience, it's like a decoration more than anything else. And then the important piece is post-production. So like the way that you're setting this up here, if you have a ton of photos of a bunch of different people, then you can basically just like spam this page and it showcases a bunch of people kind of like one at a time. And it just makes this like that one good looking event with a well set up step and repeat banner and red carpet can immediately make Select Society LV look like this has been going on for like this is professional, you know? Like these are the type of photos that you'd find at the best events, even in like Los Angeles. I'm gonna give you
Is it better to drop them just kind of as individual pictures? So if you have a group of like attractive girls, just drop that as just just one post, or to drop them in carousels?
I would like if it's on my personal profile, it's a carousel, but if it's on the page, then you can just spam the page so that it's just content.
Okay.
I usually use these Tampa entrepreneurs guys as a nice example, but they've gone way more kind of towards like the business stuff, and they've got kind of seems like they have a lot of fucking junk on their page. But this is one profile that I would say is like kind of want to take a look at what they do, but
Is there a link in their bio with the recent event photos? They do that sometimes.
yeah, I'll check in a second. I just want to see if they don't really have a lot of like event recap stuff like they should. Like just raw pictures from the event.
Yeah,
I don't want to
photo right
yeah,
there.
I don't want to. Where was it?
Like a little bit further down.
Yeah, like something like this. I don't want to see all this like.
That was the event we were at. Right
and
there. Those two.
Like I want to see this. Like let me see the people that were at the fucking party. Like these guys, I would critique them. Like they shouldn't have this all buried in a carousel. Like these should be the pictures that are on the page.
That makes sense. Yeah, we have another social club here that we kind of look at just for like inspiration, because they have like brand partnerships, and the founders they're really hot. They do the same. They have like 2,000 posts, so they just do all the solos, just single shots.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll do the same thing.
Yeah, I would just basically every photo from the step and repeat, I would put as a separate picture on that page. Maybe mix it in with some other stuff, but yeah, like you should probably have a solid 10 posts from one event.
One question about these group photos: if there is no step and repeat, would you still recommend to have photos taken of people looking at the camera, like posing as a group, or like?
Yeah.
I think 2 and 3 people always looks good, both candid and looking at the camera. I'm starting to not like the 10 to 15 person single line photos.
Yeah, no, I mean like small groups or like a couple people.
Yeah, like what Matt does is always
Stuff like this. Yeah, this is great.
Okay.
And you can see like this is all from one event, all the way from up here, all the way to, I don't even know, I think like right here. But it's like, that's the idea, is you come to the page and he could probably be posting more, but it's like,
Right.
You get to the page and you just see people. And it's like, just all kinds of different settings, scenarios, places.
three events. His first one, his St. Patrick's, and his cruise.
Yeah, just different characters of all kinds, it's like.
Can you post a screenshot in like everything or something of like where this grid looks the best so that we can use it as a reference?
Wait,
I
what?
mean, like the social page script grid.
Go to Society 360. That's probably the best social club page that one of our guys has created. And then we can show you other pages. I can show you the best page of a local one here in Florida that beats anything we've ever done.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no step and repeat. But, you know, once you incorporate it, which one is it? It's the golden circle. Oops. You know, once you incorporate a step and repeat, like that's what kind of takes it to another level. Like it just seems,
Yeah, can you post
Yeah.
a screenshot of this in everything, or just post a link to this page?
it's
Just
all in
like-
the Discord.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, if you go into the Discord, there's an entire channel. It's dedicated to all the social clubs. Yours is in there. Yeah, so they're all right.
If you show can you show them the one I just sent in the messenger?
Yeah.
Just like this is what happens when people aren't lazy and like want to crush it. Granted, I don't know anything about their events. But these guys create a ton of videos. Like promotional videos, not event.
Yeah. Yeah.
recap.
So these guys crush it with organic.
And we had a client in Phoenix record videos where he's explaining his social group, and he reduced his ad lead cost by like 60% just by recording a video of himself talking about what coveted social is in Phoenix. These guys do that too, but they're on a yacht and there's hot girls.
Can you guys hear that or not?
So
No.
this guy did it. Then she ran that video as an ad.
Yeah, I think I send it to you at some point. It's just a talking head video. I can send it to you right now.
Thanks.
Can you post that in Discord, Aaron?
Yeah, I might as well. Well, no, I'm not posting in Discord. I'll text it to you too, Ivan.
But yeah, these guys, they did this video and it's like basic, like ChatGPT. They're just
It's
like,
just
yeah, what's up?
Energy. It's just their energy.
Yeah, I mean, it's their energy, and then it's like the yacht.
And the fact that it was a brand new page, so the first reel got 180,000 views.
Yeah,
Like that's how you jumpstart a social club.
yeah, they came out swinging 2,000 likes. What are all these
These are not
comments?
your clients, right?
No.
No, they are not our clients. They just
Not yet.
happen to be in my area, so like I see like a lot of people I know are following them, so I just constantly see their content.
You should join their event.
They're a little young. I don't feel like it's like 30 minutes away from me, so probably won't.
So for organic content,
Mhm.
if you're trying to get leads other than from your event recaps and just some of the highlights, what type of content are you typically posting? Are you finding stuff like this and just putting your own sort of spin on it, or is there something specific?
Well, I would say, I mean, what you created was really strong. It could be just like text over video from events, but it could also be like talking into the camera. But what works the best is when the CTA is a comment, because that's like a kind of like algorithm booster, and just have people comment like party or guest list. And I think the way that you framed the organic was pretty good, because it's like, you know, hey, Las Vegas, we're teaming up with local venues to host events and create content. If you want to join us, comment the word party for an invite. And you can launch that as a trial reel. You could launch it as just a regular grid post, on your social club page, and you can put
Jaden,
out.
what type of questions were you asking in the interviews?
Basically just like debatable.
Okay,
Just,
yeah.
yeah, nothing like overtly sexual or crazy.
Yeah, because
But-
Brian's most viral one is where he's wearing like a unique outfit, and the amount of comments around his outfit alone are hilarious. But anytime he asks controversial stuff and really pushes, try to make the girls uncomfortable, you just have a better chance of going viral when like that sort of emotion is like clear.